Hello, this is team number one, and we are going to present the project Multi-Tenant Saas, which is made for our Compy Class 281. The team members are Tanvi Dev, Lincoln Z, Krishna Bhanushali, Devendra Raju, and Jainam Shah. A brief introduction to the project is that it's a multi-tenant SaaS system which which can be used by our client to manage their software development lifecycle. The three basic methodologies that we are covering in this application are waterfall, Kanban, and Scrum. The technology stack for this project involves Node.js, MongoDB, MySQL. The Node.js part is deployed on Amazon Beanstalk. For Mongo, we are using Mongo Labs and connecting it using RoboMongo. And for MySQL, we have created an RDS instance on Amazon. So this is our DB instance on Amazon. MySQL schema. We are using the extended table style for multi-tenant data modeling, for which we have created three basic tables. The first table is a tenant table, which consists of a tenant ID and associates it with the project ID. The second table is a reference schema, which gives you fixed fields that are applicable to all three type of tenants, namely waterfall, Kanban, and Scrum. And finally, we have the tenant schema, which gives us tenant specific fields that need to be rendered on the screen as and when the user creates, deletes, and updates a task, story, or CRC card. To store the data, we are using MongoDB, for which we have used Mongo Labs, and we are using the client RoboMongo to connect to it. This is a sample schema. That's it from my side. Moving on to the demo.
My name is Jainam Shah and I'm going to explain you about the authentication part of our project. For authentication, we have used the Stormpath. Why we have used Stormpath is because Stormpath gives developers complete secure in user infrastructure in less amount of time, like from self-registration to sign-in, authentication, and all those stuff. So Stormpath is usually handles all the things like user authentication, user management, and everything. Now I'm going to show you how it works. Here I have created an account in Stormpath, and Stormpath usually gives some unique tenant ID to the user. Now in the application part, you have to write the code and the API. So now I'm going to the demo of my project. This is the login page of our project. Here I've already created the account, so I will just log into the account. Okay, so here I've done the login part. As soon as we logged in, we can see this home page where you can see the projects I've created. Now going on to the Stormpath. Here I can see that I have designed one application called Multi-Tenant SaaS. If I click on this, I can see the number of users registered to my website. Here I will go into the accounts, and you can see that the user is seen here. So this is how Stormpath works. Once user registers into your website, is all the details will be stored in the Stormpath. Like this, I have created the three accounts, and you can see the details.
Login, this is a page for all the projects. You can see there are waterfall projects, some Scrum projects, and Kanban projects. And here I want to demo how to create a new project. So click here, and here you can see there are three different kinds. One is waterfall, one is Kanban, and the last is Scrum. I'm going to show you the first. I'm going to create the waterfall. See the name and add the project. Here we can see there it has the add task and the update task, delete task. So I'm going to add the first task for this waterfall. Here you can see the description, the name, duration, start date, and this key are all fetched from the MySQL server. It's dynamic allocated. There you can see, and some work. Okay, now the task is added successfully. Then I'm going to show you the creation for the other two type. Let's see Kanban. So now you can see that here the button changed to the card instead of the task compared to the waterfall. Now let's add the card for this Kanban project. Here's some difference. Here's the stage and the card name. These two are the difference from the task, and these are dynamically fetched from the MySQL server as well. So let's create something. And add card. So now the card creation is successful. And I'm going to show you the last one, which is Scrum. Here's the name change to add stories, as the story is a part of the Scrum project, and we add the story here. You can see there's a sprint number, and other things are the common, like the name, activity ID, description is same as the other part, but it has his own sprint numbers, and this all, and also the status. These are all fetched from the SQL servers and they're created dynamically. So let's enter some name. Here the story added successfully. This is Lin Qian, and thanks for the demo for the creating project and add some tasks or stories, these activities.
My name is Tanvi Dev. I'll be showing you how to update or delete any project or task from our system. As you can see, here are all the projects which are corresponding to the particular user. We will go to a project which is, these are all the waterfall projects that we have in our system. Let's go to one project and try to update or delete task in it. This is project which is 172. Now here are all these tasks which are present in this project. We will try to update one task. Let's go to task number 1. Here you can see all the data related to that task which is present in our database. Now if I want to change the duration of this task, now let's try to update this task. We will change the duration of this task to 16. Let's try to change the date of the task to 10. As you can see, the updation is successful. Now let's go to the same task and check if the updation was successful. Here you can see the duration is changed to 16 and the end date is changed to 10:20. Now if you want to delete this task, we can just click on this button. It will show one pop-up stating the deletion is successful. Now if we return to the task list of the project, we can see that the task is no more present in the system.
Hi friends, myself Devendra Raju. Now I will show you the status of the projects.
Now as you can see, there are many waterfall projects, so I'll select one of them. So we'll be selecting project 172. Now as you can see that this project is a waterfall project, so it has many tasks. Now in order to see the status of the project, we need to click on the view status. As you can see, this graph represents the status of the waterfall projects. So I'll show you how the what's the significance of this graph. Now on y-axis you can see that it shows the months, and x-axis shows the work done on a particular month. So this graph is plotted using Google Charts, and it shows the percentage completed for each month. So on 15th of June the particular project was completed. So this is how we have shown the status of the waterfall projects. Now I'll also show you the status of Scrum and Kanban. We'll move to Scrum project. Now I'll show you the status of Scrum project. For that I'll be selecting a Scrum project, and when I click on the view status, it will show status of one of the sprint. Now as you can see, this is the burn down chart, and in this the line indicating with the line with the red color is the ideal burn down chart, and the line with the blue color is the actual chart. So you can predict that the velocity of the team was quite good, and they met the deadline. We have also projected the status of Kanban. Now in Kanban we have list of cards, so we need to show status of each of the queue. For that we have maintained 4 queues. One is to do, second one is ready, third one is in progress, and fourth one is completed. Now each queue has number of cards. As you can see that in to do there are 10 cards, in ready there are 20 cards, 20 requirements are still pending to be done, and in progress queue there are 40 cards. Now as the number of cards are too high in progress, it is shown in red color. So 40 is the threshold limit for each queue, and only 2 of the cards are completed. So this is how we have represented the status of each of the projects.
Before ending with this demo, we would like to show the multi-tenancy part. That is how our database metadata is updated and it reflects dynamically on the web page. So as you had seen before, if I try to add a new project, say in waterfall, and I give it a name, and say I try to add a new task, now you are seeing that the description, project, so all these fields are fetched from the MySQL database and are rendered on this screen for this new task. What if tomorrow a new customer comes in who follows waterfall and wants a different set for himself, or wants to add new field and want to capture more data? So we'll be doing here now. So I'll go to the, so here you can see there's description, project name, activity ID, duration, start date, resource name, end date name. Now let me go to the MySQL database, and so this is the table from which that schema is being fetched. So as you can see, this is the database that is connected. This is connected to the RDS instance on AWS, and I'm connecting it through my client. So this is the reference schema that we always use to render our pages dynamically. So as you can see, so tenant type 1 represents waterfall. So the fields project name, activity ID, duration, start date, resource name, end date, they are all for waterfall, and that's why shown here dynamically. Now I will be adding a new field in the database. Say for one, say waterfall folks wants to add story points as well. So I'll add story point. So this was successfully added. I'll check. if my schema got that. So we see that schema has story points in it. Now if I go now and if I go back, create a new project, and add a task, you'll see that story point is also captured here. So that's how we make our pages dynamic based on every new metadata field added to the reference schema or to the reference schema table or the tenant schema table. We render new fields dynamically. The technologies used for this project are Node.js, which is deployed on Amazon Beanstalk, the instance that is running right now. The RDS instance is used for MySQL, and we are using Mongo Labs, where the actual data is stored, and we are connecting it through RoboMongo. That was our multi-tenant SaaS application for project management, as presented by Team 281. Thank you.